What's up, ecosystem? Welcome back to ATI Auto Business. My name is Jay. You know, my goal every Tuesday night is to bring you another trade show level business presentation to you wherever you are, because your automotive business deserves the latest in logistics news. And if you're busy, and I know you are, in a minute, if you're watching on demand, you're going to be able to skip ahead using the clickable video timecode links in the video description below. Please do use those. Comment, share, like, tell your friends. Join the live chat. Thanks for watching ATI. We sure do appreciate it. NAAA Show 2023 features emerging trends, top industry specialists, educational workshops, franchise meetings with the OEMs, high-profile keynote speakers, popular networking receptions, and a huge expo hall full of companies you're familiar with and teams you want to get to know. Can you feel the dealer services energy? Well, tonight we're featuring Pamela Patton of ACV Auctions, Angela Rizzo from VINCUE, Peter Fong of Orbee, John Anderson from Lotpop, Travis Wise from Dealerslink, and our good friend Paul Machin at Black Book. Plus, Ty Thompson is in the building, so please join the live chat, ask your questions, share your thoughts, grow your business, break out of your vertical, because it's Tuesday nights live on ATI Auto Business. I'm Jay, your host. Welcome back to the show. Wow. Seeing that live chat. Thank you so very much for jumping in. Wow, I hit the button. I ended the music early because I was so excited about the live chat. And go ahead and hit the applause button. Thank you so much. Yeah, you can't do that, Jay. You cut the car haul off. Well, you know it's again at the end of the show. So thank you so much for jumping into the live chat. I really do appreciate it. So we're talking about NAAA. The buzz is really growing, like on LinkedIn and all the other automotive, social media, and traditional media outlets. And it begins to really snowball as we move into this weekend. So we're trying to get a jump on it. We're doing NAAA 2023 Energy. I love the Energy series. And let me back up the truck for a second. First of all, please do feel welcome. If you're taking the time to join us tonight, I know you could be at dinner, or you might have something else going on, family event, or whatever it is. You took the time, and even if you're you're busy and you got me on the phone and you're checking it out and you're joining. Thank you so much for doing that. Really do appreciate it. It means so much to us. And please do say hello in the live chat. Let us know, are you going to NAAA? What's your booth number? Maybe you don't have a booth. Maybe you're just going, right? You don't have to have a booth. Just go. Maybe you can't go and you're watching ATI. We got some live coverage. We'll be talking about that. So much. It's all NAAA 2023 tonight. In fact, in industry news, half of the news is NAAA 2023. By the end of the show, there will be two things. One is you'll be tired of hearing about NAAA, and it hasn't even started yet. But the other is you're going to learn so much about what it is, what's going on there. And my favorite part is the Expo Hall. So that's what we're going to feature and talk about tonight. In fact, what we're going to do is Ty will be at NAAA. It's in Dallas. It's in, what is that, a couple days? Is it 8 days? And Ty will be there. And Ty's going to help me introduce tonight. We have several special guests that are going to be on the expo floor. We have Pamela Patton of ACV, Peter Fong at Orbee, Angela Rizzo, VINCUE, John Anderson of Lotpop, Paul Machin of Black Book, and Travis Wise at Dealerslink. That really is an incredible list of not only companies that you want to know better, but fantastic people that represent those companies that will be at the show, and they're going to be on the show tonight to talk about why they're in the booth and what's going on there, networking, clients, maybe secrets. Maybe we'll learn some secrets and special announcements. I don't know. And I just want to say this too. So I saw a couple of y'all are already in the live Zoom room. Hang on. Just get comfortable because we are 40 minutes away from that. I know it seems like a long time. Seems almost impossible. How can Jay talk for 40 minutes? Well, let me tell you, if you've ever watched this show, you'll know you're lucky it's not longer. But so please do click share, click copy, grab that YouTube link. I saw several people grabbing the link, sharing it on LinkedIn. Thank you so much for doing that. I really do appreciate it. I love seeing the exposure to other folks that haven't, tuned into ATI Auto Business yet, and they're getting the message. So thanks for doing that. Also, you can do this. If you don't know what's going on and you're lost, go to 417-483-2764 on that thing called a cell phone and call or text Ty. He's here in the live chat. He wants to help you get acclimated because we know a lot of folks can't make it to the shows, and or they're maybe they could make it, but they're not really sure if it's for them. Well, we're going to help you make that decision tonight. Now, our goal tonight is to educate you so much that you're just darn tired of it and you've had enough, frankly. So stick around. We'll be right back and go into the live chat. See you in a second.
Everybody wants to be part of a bigger story. Auto transport is a vital part of that story. Vehicle reconditioning starts when your transport arrives at the dealership. The story starts with you. For our auto retail customers, as yours, full satisfaction.
Car dealers can see the rapid recon difference with transparent communication through the vehicle reconditioning, transport, process, auto remarketing, and dealer inventory management software. Visit rapidrecon.com. Links in the live chat. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. It is time. Let's go into mic check 1, 2, 3. Mic check 2, 2. Testing. The live chat. Now I got to back this up. I saw some awesome participation stuff. Wow. Seaport Services tuned in and tapped in and turned on and all twisted around. Chris Chamberlain. If anybody deserves a boo button, it would be me. For, not only hitting the wrong button, but I gotta tell you, I so appreciate the contributions in the live chat. That what I really meant to do. I want to hit applause. Thank you so much. Now I did see Carlos got in there on. Let's do this. Here we go, Carlos. See, Carlos knows what it's like. Carlos, I hit the wrong button on Carlos one day on Dispatching Live. Do you watch Dispatching Live? You should. Check it out. It's crazy. And as we go into the live chat, so that's, it's tragedy and comedy. Because we're happy to be here, and it's awesome to say hello and tune in. I love that part. But it's not all the best news. Like Dispatching Live last Thursday was kind of a bummer. We got another bummer coming up this Thursday because, kids, can we all get along? Please say hello in the live chat and get along with it. Come on, jump in the ecosystem. The water's fine. John Cochran is in here. Good evening, everyone. What's up, John? Kimberly got in here. Welcome to Tuesday Nights Live. Thanks for joining the live chat. Paul Machin is in the live chat. Angela Rizzo's in the live chat. Great. There's Black Book. There's VINCUE. Mark Grodicke is in the live chat. What's going on? Yeah, it is a heck of a lineup. Really, we're really lucky. And again, I want to thank everybody for taking the time, especially listening to me go on. And I mean, you could literally go have dinner and come back. I'd still probably be going. Artie at Ants, hello. Jay, Ty, audience, thanks, Artie, for saying hello. And by the way, Ty and I want to say thank you, for the carriers that put up with all of the outside and reaching out of our general core transportation vertical. Thank you. And also, thank you to all the verticals, dealers, auctions, tech, recovery, for taking the embrace from ATI and understanding what we're trying to do. More and more we have meetings where we're explaining. I'm always saying, forget about that vertical. If it's automotive, it's on ATI Auto Business. And I want to thank everybody for getting the message. And that's what happened. I didn't, I'm just reading the same news you are. Candy, yep, good evening. LAI, are you enclosed? So I don't think John is enclosed. I think John is a open 3-car. In fact, John sent me a picture from Chattanooga. Keep sending me those photos of your carrier. That'll end up on Dispatching Live here. You can send in the news. autotransportintel@gmail.com. Do I seem a little excited? I think I feel a little bit of excitement. I think I feel the energy. Okay. All right. That wasn't even planned. I wasn't even trying to do that. Hey, everyone. Looking forward to another great show. By the way, we're going back to 40 hours. Where were you before? Super Dispatch. Hey, ATI gang. Ben at Superhero. Oh, hey, what's up, Ben? Hope you all are well and are having a great 2023. Boy, oh boy. I just was saying to somebody in a meeting. Oh, I was talking to Eftim at Ship.Cars. And that, by now, you shouldn't be flubbing 2022. Not that he was, I just was saying it. Okay. Captain Obvious, at your service. Travis is here. What's up? We win. Kill it, guys. What's going on, Travis? Thank you so much for saying hello. Angela Rizzo, there she is. I think Angela gets the first Booth of the Night award. I made a list, so you can do that. You can play along. Oh my God, Booth Bingo. Has anybody done that? Expo Booth Bingo? We should have bingo cards. 6409, VINCUE. I love it. Come by, swing by, get some VINCUE swag. Yeah. I've got a hat. I've got a mug. And frankly, I need more. I'll take some more swag. And more applause button. More cowbell. Ty is in the live chat. What else we got in here? Shaggy Consulting and Training. What? Wow. Shaggy's here. That's so cool. Shaggy, I've caught, from periodically, time to time, I'll catch a TikTok. And, well done. Good job. That's awesome, man. Really good stuff. Keeping the energy flowing. Yeah. And John Anderson at Lotpop is here. Sweet. That's awesome. Dealerslink 407. Dealerslink 407. Bingo! I've got bingo! That's only 2. There's no way. Oh, thank you guys so much. All right, cool. I think we used up the proper amount of time. It is now time to go into industry news, so do me a favor, stick around. We'll be right back with industry news part 1. Don't want to miss it.
Transport Auto Quoter is by far the leading auto quoting software on the market, and the only auto quoter with a pro version that comes preset with accurate pricing for anywhere in the U.S. So you don't have to worry about it. The best part is that no change with your current software is needed. Just plug TAQ in and start booking jobs. Carriers can easily plug TAQ into their current websites and start making money right away. I bet you're wondering how we do this instantly and accurately 24/7. Well, constant analytics is the key. Our Price Watch team is constantly monitoring current market conditions, paying close attention to seasonal and quick-moving industry changes. At the end of the day, it takes a lot of time and data to maintain good pricing, time that most of us just don't have on a daily basis. So free yourself up. Using TAQ Pro is really a no-brainer. Save time and money, maximizing your leads and optimizing your online investments. You'll finally be able to sleep well at night knowing that TAQ is on the job selling for you 24/7. Never missing a potential job.
Searching for that midnight auto shipping quote and new lead software you can trust? Provide instant, accurate quotes online with Transport Auto Quoter and move cars fast with Pro ABD CRM. Visit superflowsystems.com. Links in the live chat. Well, hey, how are you guys doing? All right, more of this. Yeah, whatever that is. Jay, what are you doing there? I'm making martinis in the shoot. Oh my gosh, really? Double. We have double martinis. Double martinis. Bingo. Wow, martinis. You know what? Martinis with Larry would be the center free spot. That sounds awesome on our bingo cards. Somebody please help me organize the bingo cards. First, Artie, thank you so much. And by the way, you know, Artie, I would say this is deductible, which is why you should spend as much as you can. You know, what I would do is take a little sticky note or a piece of paper and write down what you spent the day you sent it in and what it was for, ATI Auto Business. And yeah, you could deduct that as, I don't know if it's a donation, because we're not a charity, but you could categorize that as a business expense under, and this, I'm speculating live. I'm speculating wildly, by the way. But I believe you could, yeah, like, put it under media or maybe education, consulting. I would try that. Media, education, consulting. And wow, I just can't believe it, man. Are you kidding me? 3 rounds of martinis. We're going to run out of martini glasses. Thank you so much, Mark. Wow. There's that martini. Wow, that is incredible. Thank you. What we do with all of the super chat donations and the YouTube advertising money, everything that comes in, goes back into, you know, sending Ty to NADA, the flights, the hotels, the travel, the food. And man, I don't even know how many shows we've got this year. Man, we're going to need a lot of super chats up in here. We got Car Conference in March, Auto Intel Summit in April, Digital Dealer Tampa in May. Ty wants to go to Huntington Beach, Finished Vehicle Logistics in May. Oh boy. We are going to need a bigger hat. Okay. All right. Jay, you said you were going to do some news. All right, let's do it. Here we go. It is now time. You know what we do here every Tuesday night. It is the same old, same old. Well, not exactly. Tonight's show, 277 in a row. NADA show, Energy 2023. Now, I created the Energy series here on ATI, and it is a lean into the conference. Now, other folks are doing lean-ins and conferences, but if you see Energy, that is an ATI product, and we're really proud of it, and it seems to work pretty well. Because, you know, if you're going to go through all the trouble of putting together that gigantic show, shoot, man. Let's get some more, let's get a bang for our buck. Let's do it weeks before, weeks after, years into the future, and all that good stuff. So that's what the Energy Series is. The NADA show will begin there's the countdown, 8+ days. It's not that far away, January 26th. And we will be live. We'll be talking about that more, but we'll go live. We'll do live streaming coverage. Mic check 1, 2, 3. I missed something. Front of the store, back of the store. You know, the dealers are in the front, the carriers in the back. What if they played music and everybody had to switch sides? You know, all the dealers run to the back, all the carriers run to the front. Boy, that'd be mayhem. Well, let's give it a shot. It's called ATI Auto Business. We check out the full ecosystem, and tonight's show, we're connecting dealers and services. That is a huge part of NADA. If you know, what happens is when you go to one of these shows, you walk in, you know, it's funny, when you go to a show, I mean, if you haven't seen any of this stuff, and when I started going to shows, I didn't have this, so I created it. It's not like there wasn't any education, but it wasn't the kind that I could absorb so simply. And, You show up at the show, you have no idea what's going on. Well, let me tell you something. When you go to NADA, it's dealers and services day and night for days on end. It's almost too much, but it's a gigantic show. However, we are never going to stop following the disconnect between sales and operations, because just because everything looks really great at the front of the store, don't mean it's not a train wreck in the back. And that's why we talk about the transportation dumpster fire. I know it's not popular, but let me tell you, last Thursday on Dispatching Live, boy oh boy did we find a huge flaming, steaming pile of transportation dumpster fire. And we've already got more next Thursday. This Thursday, in a couple days. Steaming pile of transportation, let me tell you. And for folks that say it is what it is, well, you know what? Well, I made a channel out of it is what it is, because I'm not so sure it has to be that way. I'm just not positive. For example, there are folks that are telling you you need home delivery, and they are willing to charge you. Let me tell you, any delivery is good. I'll take any delivery. The guy could be coughing and sweating, and I'll take it. We also, on ATI, did something really, I don't know if I guess it was dangerous. We covered the war of the auctions. The what? Yeah. So I got it right here. I have a copy of the lawsuit, the complaint, as it were, and boy, oh boy, did I go through it. Boy, that's a good time. So, you know, what you want to do is watch War of the Auctions on ATI. We are the channel that brought you the only coverage of the ACV versus NAAA lawsuit. Now, I'm not trying to stir the mud, but I am saying there's a lot to be learned, and that's what ATI is here for. We'll just keep moving. And, right, Carvana? Let's just keep moving. Okay. Let's see. Treasury Secretary warns U.S. could default on its debt as soon as June. Let's keep moving. There's confusion around EV tax credits. Used vehicle volume hits low point, and NADA is all about EV. On new EV tax credits, car dealers don't have the answers. Pass. No, okay. So we're going to go live at NADA Friday, January 27th at 10 a.m. for about 90 minutes, and Saturday, January 28th, 10 a.m. for about 90 minutes. So if you want to be a part of one of our live streams, on the watching end, that's where it is. Go to the homepage, ATI, on YouTube. But if you want to be, if you're in a booth, pick one of those days and send us an email. Here, let me share the information. You can call or text Ty, or you can email me and say, hey, I want to be on one of your live blocks. I want to do Friday. I want to do Saturday. And here's, you know, and here's the name, and here's the email, and here's all our pamphlets, and here's a hat and a bus. Okay. So I put together, we do have, for the folks that are on tonight, I just want to share booth numbers. So that way we can definitely win this bingo game. ACV is in booth 3141. And we're going to look at the map here in a second, too. So that's all right. Go ahead and get your scratch pad. See, I'm not kidding. You think I'm kidding? I'm never kidding about notes. I don't kid about notes. Booth 3141 is ACV. Orbee. Oh, you don't know Orbee? Great. We're going to teach you more about Orbee tonight. Booth 3025. Orbee. VINCUE. I really like this one because those are the faces of the people that I want to go and talk to at the booth. Thank you. Thank you, VINCUE. Booth 6409. Let's play. Which one's Angela Rizzo? No. Okay. She's in there. Lotpop. Ooh, Lot Walk. That's really interesting how Lotpop's got some interesting branding. You want to learn more about Lotpop and what they do. Lotpop University, take a lot walk with the Lotpop. Not Lotpops, Ty. Booth 6149. And Black Book. And you know, it is really, that's pretty cool. I will say this. Knowing what the booth looks like so that if you get close to it and you see it, you know you're there. That's kind of cool. Black Book, booth 833. There's Paul Machin, our friend Paul, and Black Book's booth. Pretty cool stuff. I just want to give a shout out. E-Block is going to be on Cars on the Move on Friday, so I wanted to share. E-Block is in booth 3048, where land meets technology. And, another shout out to Rapid Recon. Dennis McGinn is going to be hosting a panel. Let's see, this came out. NADA selects Dennis McGinn to host Effective Reconditioning panel. It is the third year in a row. Selected Rapid Recon founder and chief executive officer Dennis McGinn to moderate an expert panel. Thank you very much. McGinn and the panel dealers Matt Hubiak, Tom Dunn, Jared Rickard will present at NADA on Thursday, January 26th. Okay, as a convention exhibitor, Rapid Recon is in booth 6001. There it is, 6001. Let's see here. Okay, let's take a look at the floor plan. Hey, who wants to play? Let's look at the floor plan. Really? Shameless. It's a wonder I'm not a car dealer. Okay. NADA show. Floor plan. Here we go. It's huge. Okay. It looks like Star Trek from a distance. But let's okay, so you got this is the K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center in Dallas. This whole time, you might have thought I was talking about Vegas. It's in Dallas at the K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center. Okay. AKA Star Trek. All right. So let's take a look here. Let's start on the west side of the hall. We've got, there's Black Book and Dealerslink. All right, so you can, and then, if you go this way, it's to the main stage and the general sessions. So there's Dealerslink. Oh, and there's an entrance door. Oh, that's pretty good. Hey, you got pretty good, what do they call that? Traffic? You know, like how McDonald's always goes on the right side corner. You got some pretty good traffic spottage. It's not the term. Black Book. Oh, then right on along Hall A. That's a good spot. Across from strategic marketing. Keep walking down the hall. And he walked on down the hall. Okay, so you keep going down the hall. And go to... Now you're in kind of the middle portion. Oh, there's the NADA Pavilion. Also near the entrance. Can't miss that. Ooh, look at Orbee. Orbee's right across from the NADA Pavilion. You got ACV across the Hall C from Orbee. Oh, and then E-Block's right behind ACV. There's Backlot Cars, CDK Global. This is going to be a busy area. Oh, and you move into Cox Automotive City. No kidding. Cox Automotive has a city block at NADA. I don't even know. I just wanted to hold the mug. I got to hold the mug every show. But yeah, I know it is. It's big. It's amazing. You've got to go see it. And then, let's see. Once we get above Cox Automotive City, we're into... Oh, look at that. Toyota Motor North America. Now, that's a big stage. Wow. Or hall, or... I don't know what it is. Stellantis has got a big area, too. Okay, so here we go. Now we're on the east side. And if you're along the... Look for Stellantis. There's Lotpop. Ooh, UVI. Lot Links. There's Rapid Recon. Look at that. Now look at that entrance traffic stoppage right there. Rapid. People are going to be piling up. There'll be a pile up at Rapid Recon booth 6001. And then VINCUE. Ooh, and Car Now. Wow. This is cool. And I just noticed this too. I want to say CBT News off here to the corner. Okay, everybody go over to CBT News. Go ATI! Okay. Jim Fitzpatrick is cool, man. Don't do that to him. Hey, thank you very much, Super Dispatch. Really do appreciate it. Going to make another round on that. Make sure to find Beck, Stan, and or Ross from Super Dispatch at NADA. We'd love to buy you a coffee or a cocktail and hear about what you are up to. That is pretty cool. That is cool. Please do put into the live chat how somebody can get in touch with you at the show. And really anybody. Anybody here tonight, if you have a booth, if you're going to be at the show, if you're accessible and want to be randomly contacted, go ahead, put it in the live chat. That's just wonderful. We have a little bit more floor plan here. K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center map level 1. I just want to point this out. I mean, so level 1 is like workshops and stuff. All right. Level 2 is where you'll find the expo hall. All right. There's level 2. There's so much going on. My gosh. We're just covering the expo hall pretty much tonight. There might be another energy show with all the workshops. And then level 3, this is really interesting. There's franchise meetings up here with like OEMs and stuff. Wow. Wow. Well, hope we get to that point one day. That'd be cool. Angela's got ding. Also, just want to say this, and we also have awesome. John Cochran Carrier is asking, where is NADA being held? You see what I'm saying? That is cool, John. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share in the live chat. I'm going to share the link. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to type in nada.org/NADA show. And then I just shared the link in the live chat. And you can click there. Everything that I just showed, floor plan and all that stuff, it is available. It's just that the website is so massive. I mean, you get lost in there. And so it took me a while to get acclimated. For example, here is what's happening each day. This is the, I don't know, each day at a glance, I think. Here's Thursday, registration, and then there's sessions. And is the expo hall... Okay, Expo opens Friday. See, okay, so Thursday isn't even Expo Hall. And then there's a roundup at Gillies. So Dallas. But anyways, yeah. So Friday's when the Expo Hall opens. And it opens at 8:30 a.m.-ish. And so I was trying to figure out how to work around some of this stuff. I mean, we're going to overlap some of the workshops. There's no way to get around that. And then Saturday at a glance, more Expo Hall, workshops, learning lab. I mean, oh, an Odessa charity auction at 1 o'clock. Greg Gutfeld. Oh, you can't see it on... you can't see. Greg Gutfeld's on the main stage on Saturday. I'm a fan. Of all the speakers, he'd be the one that I'd want to see. And then Sunday, it all wraps up at 2:30. If you can see that. You can't even quite see it. It's okay. It's at a glance. Just glance at it. Okay, and hey, are you hungry? They got food. They got so much food. They have so many food options that there's a whole page dedicated to food. I mean, the NADA Saloon and coffee and Top Dog Cart. I'm guessing those are hot dogs, burgers, Sweet Baby Ray's, pizza. It's like it. I mean, it is literally Disneyland for dealers. That should be Disneyland for dealers. Bingo! And if you don't have, just get the app. If you need another app, get the app. Why not? What's Web Planner? Google. It's on the App Store, Google Play, and Web Planner. I don't know. Send in your comments. Send me an email, autotransportintel@gmail.com. Let me know, what do you think? What should we do? Are we covering it? This is how you get your car should be business news. It's on ATI. Oh, you know what time it is. Put it up on the big screen. That's right. Step right up, because every Tuesday night I got 5 new questions. That's right. 5 new questions. Let's play Are You a Car Shipping Guru? Let's play Ask Larry. Larry is the Transport Auto Quoter Quotify Llama. Go to transportautoquoter.com. This is a game show powered by ATI and Superflow Systems. Oh, did you see? See, I found the food chart. I'm telling you, I scour these pages. There's so much. There's so much information. But before we eat, we've got questions. Now, I hope I got the answers right. But I'll tell you what, it's up for debate. If you see an answer that you want to challenge, you can throw the red flag, just like in the commercials, and challenge. So here we go. Question 1. Which company has revolutionized the digital auto auction marketplace for car dealers? Is it ACV Auctions, Dealerslink, Orbee, or VINCUE? Which company has revolutionized the digital auto auction marketplace for car dealers? Is it ACV Auctions? That's annoying. Okay, I want you to stop it. Is it ACV Auctions, Dealerslink, Orbee, or VINCUE? Sorry, if I have a side conversation live, I apologize in advance. Hey, it's Matt Majeski. What is going on? What perfect timing. Yes, Matt. It's ACV Auctions. Wow. That is crazy timing. All right, here we go. Question 2. Which company helps dealers manage consumer data to better understand car shopping behavior? Is it ACV, Dealerslink, Orbee, or VINCUE? Artie's wondering how the food is in Cox City. Now that's funny. I love it. The answer is no soup for you. Okay. Which company helps dealers manage consumer data to better understand car shopping behavior? Is it ACV, Dealerslink, Orbee, or VINCUE? Right. Thanks, John. Like it wasn't obvious. Okay, what do we got here? What is the answer? Ooh, Ty says Orbee. Paul Machine says Orbee. The answer is... it's Orbee. Orbee helps dealers manage data, consumer data, first-party data, to better understand car shopping behavior. Orbee. Awesome. Question 3. Here we go. What is the appropriate carrier pay to ship a running 2020 Volkswagen Touareg from Denver, Colorado to Winter Park, Florida? Is it $670, $890, $1,000, or $1,175? It's running. It's a Touareg. It's in Denver. They never pay coming out of Denver. $670, $890, $1,000, or $1,170, and it's going to Florida. Oh man, are you guys serious? You really think it's $1,175? Can I get a? See, I've got to change my mug finally. What I need one is that says "I'm a pessimist." Can somebody please send me "I'm a pessimist" mug? I really need it. I would use it regularly. $1,175. I hope you're right. All right, here we go. See, I told you. I told you. Wow, Jay. You sure love your audience. Question 4. Which company helps dealers better price and merchandise inventory prior to vehicle acquisition? Is it ACV, Dealerslink, Orbee, or VINCUE? Helps dealers better price and merchandise inventory prior to vehicle acquisition. Now, here's a hint. None of the choices are repeated. Because I'm all... Yeah, see, that's the thing. What I'm learning is, and what I think we're all learning is, it's number one, it's hard to keep up with what companies do. And then companies start playing in each other's playgrounds, and it's really so hybridized it's hard to keep track. But as of the writing of this question, which company helps dealers better price and merchandise inventory prior to vehicle acquisition? It's not Orbee. All right, here we go. It is VINCUE. That's it, Ty. Ty got it. So, Having said that, here we go. Question 5. Which company helps dealers source and sell inventory from a nationwide wholesale database? So this company dang it. I'm going to need Travis to explain exactly. Dealers can source and sell inventory from a nationwide wholesale database. The answer is, Carlos has got it. Ty has got it. It's Dealerslink. To source and sell inventory from a nationwide wholesale database. So if the car isn't on your lot, using Dealerslink, a buyer can look at it, and then if they do buy it, then you just make a deal or trade, and they never know the difference. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. All right, well, cool. Listen, it is now time. It's halftime. Man, we got a bunch of news. We're going to be a little bit late. That's okay. We got 20 minutes till our live guests. I'm just going to eat into Ty's time. So stick around, because we'll be right back. Data management tool. That's why car dealers love the AutoVista portal by McCollister's Transportation Group. Find out what you're missing. Visit McCollisters.com. Links in the live chat. Thank you so much. Here we go. Let's get the show on the road. It's Industry News Part 2. Do remember this. Attention, business developers. This is your weekly pulse. It's on ATI. It's around 7:30 Central Time. A little bit late hitting that. It's okay. All right. But you don't need the newspaper when you got ATI. Here we go. All right, this is the big story. Now, I mean, it's not a whole lot to it, but it was a bit of a ripple in the waveage of the tsunami. NAAA CEO Tricia Heon steps down. Paul Lipps named interim executive director of the NAAA. The NAAA is a big organization with a show and I mean, it's huge. NAAA CEO Tricia Heon has resigned. As of Thursday of last week, Paul Lipps will serve as interim executive director. Tricia had been with NAAA a dozen years. Previously was its chief operating officer. First woman CEO in NAAA's 73-year history. And Paul was NAAA president in 2013. Spent 25 years with ADESA and Car Global. Big news. Big news. Jim Hallett. Okay, so we're just going to keep this in mind. Jim Hallett, Car Global CEO Jim Hallett, told a room full of auctioneers and other members of the remarketing sector that it was his wish to stop running cars and trucks down the lanes at auctions. Now, that was in October 2019. And by the way, that wasn't that long ago, but man, at the time, it was, a hush went through the room. It was like when we first heard that Tricia was stepping down. Big news. Hallett, 67, said this month that the company was 100% committed to digital sales, did not have any immediate plans to have vehicles running through the lanes. Man, that is shocking. Less than 5 years, upside down, that's bigger than ChatGPT. Whatever. Digital sales are not just practical from a safety sense, but they have with business too. Along with them comes an expanded buyer base. Why go digital? Expanded buyer base, more auction location possibilities, more sales days, and a collection of data that can be used for targeted marketing. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's what it means to become a digital company. Got it. Oh, and that's why you sold ADESA Ah, it makes sense now. Going fully digital. By the way, this was sent in. Yeah, those selfies. Where is this? Oh, that's at Mannheim. Oh, these are the buy fees? Oh, that's nice. $815 on one Jeep Wrangler. Those are your buy fees? Whoa. What is that? Double what it used to be? Oh, that's great. Okay. Yeah, wonderful. Used vehicle market looking more like 2019. So the price is similar over time, but the change is down. Wholesale used vehicle prices have been dropping, and so far retail prices have not declined as quickly, but they will. The used vehicle market has stabilized, resembling the pre-pandemic normal, with inventory holding steady and prices dropping from their record highs. Used vehicle prices are also in decline. Wholesale prices have been dropping, and so far retail prices have not declined as quickly, but they will. How AI can transform vehicle remarketing. Another good one out of Vehicle Remarketing Magazine. Simply put, AI, artificial intelligence, is anything that allows a computer to make a decision. This means codifying a set of rules for how decisions should be made, much like a flowchart. Historically, these rules were written by programmers, but today, more often than not, they're written by the computer itself. It's called machine learning. And the more data, the better the prediction. Welcome to AI. It's here. So AI and auto remarketing, how's that work? Well, since 1945, when a Ford dealer from Mannheim, PA, began auctioning cars, condition reports have been a never-ending challenge for the used car industry, with client confidence in the digital wholesale marketplace hinging on accurate and consistent vehicle info. This area has seen the greatest focus and investment from Mannheim. Oh, this is a Mannheim story article, but yeah, that's cool. AI's data-driven approach procedures more consistent results by removing the human subjectivity and catching things the naked eye might miss. Ah, that's why it's not going away. You might have missed something, and the AI is not going to miss it. I don't know if you can see this at the bottom, but AI is already behind several advancements in vehicle imaging that clients see today, from delivering better colors and representations of the vehicle in mobile imaging to actively selecting the best 12 images out of thousands captured. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I can see that being cool. This is interesting. I wonder if we'll see this at NADA. Auto insurance offers opportunity for dealers. An in-depth study on car shopper expectations about insurance found that 72% of recent car buyers saying they would like to get auto insurance at the dealership. That's a good idea. The study also found that compressed consumer budgets and inflation, along with shifts in insurance buying preferences, are reshaping consumer expectations about insurance at the dealership. Alexa, find me insurance at the dealership. What does she say? I don't have that choice. I don't know what she says. Key study insights. Dealers are missing the embedded insurance opportunity. Economic pressure will accelerate the need for dealers to diversify revenue streams, and customers want options when purchasing insurance. Not listed is OEMs are going to take dealers' business away from them. But you know, speculating. CarNow will also be at NADA, announcing a new platform, a digital retailing and messaging platform. Announced the general availability of next-generation desking. You see the term desking a lot. And showroom solutions within its comprehensive real-time retail platform. CarNow's desking solution promises to transform... There it is. The real-time communication... That's Tim. That's the funniest picture of Tim. But you know, why not? He's a happy guy. Shout out to Tim. Let's see. Okay, so real-time communication required between a salesperson and the desking manager into a digital experience with just a few clicks. This enables a salesperson to remain present with the customer while a manager assists with the deal. The desking functionality allows a salesperson to present multiple options to a consumer. Also, one of the frustrations from online car shoppers is they're online, they're searching, they're finding, they're getting happy. They're ready to go to the dealership and, I don't know, finish the deal, play, hoops. And they get there and nobody knows who they are. Well, Car Now wants to stop all that. The dealership needs to know who you are, when you were, online, you know, with an alias. But that's besides the point. Car Now helps car shoppers relate to dealerships in a digital medium. Can you convert old cars to EVs? Akio Toyota has a plan. Toyota has a new proposal to fight global emissions, make old cars greener by converting them to all-electric and hydrogen powertrains. There you go, Ty. How awesome. Yeah, let's just drop a hydrogen engine in that sucker. You thought gigawatts were cool. If only new cars are electrified, we aren't going to be able to achieve carbon neutrality, said Toyota. We also have to consider vehicle units in operation. Toyota's proposed solution, carbon neutral conversions. Take an old car, make it green by dropping in an all-electric or hydrogen powertrain. Pretty interesting stuff. CES was a huge show. Everybody's still talking about it. With 4,700 plus media registered, I think they covered it. We didn't go there, but stay tuned. There's so much where tech meets automotive. For example, world's longest electric vehicle highway is now under construction in Australia. I know that's exciting. But here's a good question. Battery electric trucking reality. Parking shortage will look even better. Oh, it doesn't say that? Oh, shoot, man. Listen, if the entirety of the U.S. vehicle fleet from owner-operators, heavy tractor-trailers, on down to passenger cars were to suddenly be transitioned to battery electric, what level of electric power generation would that take? Kind of material demands would come with all those batteries? What fundamentally would be the implications for truckers' operational realities? Here we go. That infrastructure would necessarily include a whole lot of new electrified parking spaces. If every truck has to stop and charge, obviously you've got to have a charger pretty much at every parking spot across the country, and there's already a parking shortage. If every tractor out there had to stop to charge on the regular for hours at a time, that parking shortage is only going to look a whole lot worse. Dang it. Pete Buttigieg? Okay. White hat hackers gain access to data at 7 more automakers. Pass. Skip it. Get the podcast. If you look at that, that's a podcast from ATI Auto Business. Might be the only way to consume such a long-form program, but we sure do appreciate you taking the time and giving it a shot every Tuesday night. Ty Thompson, 417-483-2764. It is, It's like stream of consciousness automotive news. It's just this nonstop. Oh, it's so funny. But if you can't get enough, go inside the other app. AVC Dealer app, Auction V Commerce. Thank you, Kelly Bianchi, for allowing ACV, ATI inside the ACV. ABC. Yeah, that stuff. It's Thermonuclear Thursdays on Dispatching Live. Make sure you hop in and... oh, man. You thought this was a crazy show. Wow. Fridays are Cars on the Move. Dealers, auctions, and carriers. We're very excited and thankful. Last Friday, right back around the corner, we had Renee and Darcy on. We were talking about mitigation of risk. Renee is with Harding Brooks Insurance Agency, and we know insurance, man. If you're behind the wheel, insurance is on your mind. Wow. Really? Did anybody write that down? Behind the wheel, mind. Okay. Thank you so much again, Renee and Darcy, for joining us live at noon on Cars on the Move. If you do need an email address of the insurance agent, there's Renee, arlo@hardingbrooks.com, and Mike Peplinski, so M. Peplinski at hardingbrooks.com. There's a phone number, 315-214-5822. Tell them ATI sent you. Thank you so much. And then next Friday, this coming Friday, E-Block. We have E-Block on Cars on the Move, Friday at noon. CJ Lopez and Omar Achevers are on with us at noon. So, yeah, shout out to E-Block. We're really excited to have them on. If you missed Nexar dash cams, that was last Tuesday night. Oh, my gosh. No wonder I talk so fast. There's more content here than you can shake a stick at. Okay, so it's the Car Shipping Business channel. I think we made it. 7:54. Ty's got 6 minutes. So let's do this. I'm going to roll this video, and then we're going to bring Ty up in here. Stick around. We'll be right back. Ship Your Car Now presents Integrated Automotive Transportation Solutions. When your car buying customers are on your dealership website shopping for vehicles, they can easily find an instant shipping quote. By entering simple information, first name, last name, email, and phone number, delivery zip, delivery state, and clicking the button, Get Your Shipping Quote. Choose from express shipping, enclosed transport, and proceed to checkout. Review the order summary. Enter the delivery street address and city and click Next. Simply enter your credit card information just like any other online shopping cart. And when you're ready, click Review Your Shipping Order. Check your shipping order one more time and choose Proceed to Checkout. Your delivery is all set. If you want to ship your car now, go to Ship Your Car Now. Ship Your Car Now provides a full suite of vehicle shipping services for all types of businesses. That's why Ship Your Car Now offers trusted carriers, good paying loads that pay fast. Visit shipyourcarnow.com. Links in the live chat. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. So, thanks again for jumping in the live chat. I missed pretty much the live chats from, I see them kind of happening, but I don't want to, you know me, you see me running the marathon. I can't really stop and look, but I do try. Yeah, the AutoVista portal is awesome. Oh, Marco's in here. Ding. And, yeah, Akio Toyota. I'll keep my gas-powered Taurus. As if we didn't have enough, I don't know, disparity, rift, chasm in society. We're going to have the gas-powered people and then the super cool green people. That's what's coming. But this is an automotive show. Let's get back to business. Here we go. Coming up on center stage, please do help me wish a very warm welcome to my friend and yours, Ty Thompson. Can you see me, Ty?
I can. How are you, Jay?
I'm good. It's time for me to take a break.
Yeah, you should take a break. Man, you go fast. That was really good info. Highway. Man.
Thank you. As I'm putting it together, I realize I got too much stuff, but I don't want to get rid of anything. So I'm like, if I talk faster, I can get through this.
You can't have too much stuff, Jay. You know that. Here's what I'm really excited about. Okay, I'll talk fast for just a few seconds. Yeah. I'm excited about this channel because my phone rings all day and it's people calling needing some help. So I got several calls today of several people needing help. And one of the fun things is I keep track of who I talk to. So I was able to connect certain people today to accomplish something for a dealer in Vegas who has a lot of cars going to Denver. So networking relationships happens at ATI on a regular basis. And I get excited about it, which leads us into tonight. I don't know if I can say it with enough emotion, but I know the companies and the people that are on this show tonight means the world to Jay and I. So thank you very much. We really appreciate you guys. There you go.
To that. No, I you know what? You said it really well. Because I'm so busy doing everything else that really to the folks that are on tonight to take the time with the level they're at and
it's a big deal.
It is a big deal. So
thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for doing that for us.
Thanks for all the super chats, everybody. That was really nice too.
Oh my gosh, the live chat tonight, it really helps. Yeah, it is. Actually, I think I sent you a meeting invite. So do you have time for a meeting tomorrow morning at 10?
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Especially that meeting.
Okay, because we got to talk. We have future Tuesday night shows to talk about. And we need to talk about NADA and make sure because it's right around the corner now.
Anybody that's watching this and you guys think Ty and Jay talk a lot, we don't.
This is real.
We're doing business. This is our business meeting. Sorry, time out. Okay, go back to the show.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's right. We're live, Ty.
We're live. Jeez. Yeah. Well, that's all right. I'll see you tomorrow at 10.
Yeah, exactly. I'll see you at 10. All right. So, and then we have other meetings tomorrow and stuff. It is exciting. Right?
Yeah.
There's and
that ties into what tonight's show. Definitely. I mean, what did you say? Show 276 in a row? 277 in a row. That's 5 years?
5.5, yeah.
5.5,
Okay, yeah. I started going live. All right, I'm clicking around. Let me stop clicking. I started going live I believe it was like October or November 2017.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, my point in saying that is it feels good, and the reason that you see tears coming out of my eyes and my voice changes and starts cracking a little bit, because Jay and I, we both put in a lot of time, a lot of our own investment, energy, whatever you want to call it, to get to a place to where we can talk to ACV, VINCUE, Dealerslink, Black Book, Orbee. Just keeps going, and it means a lot to us just to have you guys. And
thanks. We've been there's somebody right now thinking, I don't know how to talk, I don't know what, I don't have the words you guys have. We were there like last week. How many times have you and I put our foot in our mouth standing in front of an important business? It's called Tuesday Nights Live. Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Well, the cool thing is like learning more and more about the companies. I've got to do interviews. I've got to see demos. I've got to see, I met Travis with Dealerslink. He's going to be here tonight. I met him at a trade show. I got to see his demo. Blew my mind. VinCue, Black Book, Paul Machin. I mean, it just keeps going. And to have, not only know about the company, learn more about the company, which that's what I'm excited about tonight. Because I think there's people in this group tonight that may have some announcements as well. Maybe, I don't know. Sometimes that happens on ATI.
It does. Okay, so here we go. It's 8:01. It's now time. So here's what we're going to do. Back to camera one. Stick around.
Oh, Lotpop. I forgot about Lotpop.
Oh, I know.
Those guys.
John Anderson joined. Paul Machin.
I love it. Yeah.
We're so lucky. Okay, camera one. Do me a favor. Stick around, because right after this, I'm going to roll this video, and then we're going to start bringing the folks in live. So, hey, if you're a live guest, get ready. Here's your warning. I didn't type it. I didn't say it, but you were expecting 8 o'clock. So, during this video, you're going to go ahead and mic check 1, 2, 3. There it is. The audio's doing its thing. During this quick video break, you'll be joining me live, and then we're going to go into the NAAA show, Energy 2023 portion of the show. I promise. Stick around. We'll be right back after this.
My name's Randy Barone, and with NADA being right around the corner, there's never been a more important time to get your inventory in line. ACV at booth 3141 is holding a workshop called Facts versus Fiction, making the right inventory decisions. In today's crazy volatile world where used car prices were at an all-time high, now they're dropping like a rock, we have to put together an order of inventory, and that order of inventory starts out with making inventory decisions, first based on facts, second based on market, third based on artificial intelligence. The wrong car priced right is still the wrong car. So we have to make better inventory decisions, and that's exactly what this workshop is going to do. I look forward to seeing you there at ACV booth 3141. If you miss this, you've missed the convention.
All right, welcome back to ATI Auto Business, and my guest cannot hear you. We're still on camera one. Everyone's getting set and comfortable now, and we've interrupted people's lives. Some people have the ability to be live from somewhere comfortable. Other people might be traveling. I know that I think Peter's going to be a few minutes late because he's at dinner, and so we're going to ask him when Peter gets here. We're going to ask him how his dinner was. Okay, let's try that. All right, so here we go. Here's the. Let me just go ahead and switch over to. All right, we're live with our NADA show, Energy 2023 guests. I'm going to start from my screen. I see Pamela to the upper right, and then I'm going to move down. So, Pamela, I'm going to start with you. Pamela, can you see us and hear us okay?
I can. Good evening, everybody. I think it's good evening, I hope, for everybody, but maybe not, depending on what time zone you're in.
Well, Paul's in the islands, so it might be daytime.
Paul.
That's my scuba diving bucket list.
Dude, that's beautiful. That's awesome. Okay, and since we have plenty of show, we'll take a minute and as if we were at NADA, stopping by the booth. Let's stay with you for a second, Pamela. Pamela, tell us what company you're with, what booth you're with, and something, exciting about the show. Take it away.
So I'm Vice President of ACV Auctions, and we will be at booth 3141. Some exciting things that are going to be happening for us is we are actually going to be having a live podcast. We're going to be talking about better inventory decisions for dealers to be making this year. And so we'll have dealers actually be interactive. There's going to be seats within the booth, some really, really cool stuff. So a lot of fun things. So that'll be what I kick off for to start.
Wow. Okay. That was big. That was huge. Okay. So John Anderson with Lotpop, I see you next on my screen. Please say hello and tell us a little bit more about you.
Hello. I want to be where Paul's at, and it looks like Travis is in the cave behind Paul. So, no, I am the Chief Operating Officer for Lotpop. We are going to be at booth 6149, and just I read an article today and I posted it on LinkedIn off CNBC Autos, and it was just referring to some of the trouble ahead in automotive, the predictions, 10 predictions for the coming year. And so, I always get, I was a dealer for a long time, and I always enjoyed NADA because it gave me an opportunity to go out, fresh start for the year, and really gather some tools that I felt like that I could come back and implement into my dealership and really help us get a great start to that first quarter, which is so important, right? That first quarter sets the tone for the entire year. If you get that thing rolling, you're not trying to push that thing uphill all year. So I think this is an awesome opportunity. We invite you by the booth to meet our CEO, Jasen Rice. Hopefully many of you have seen his videos out there. Jasen will be hanging out in the booth and wanted to talk to folks and share some strategies to help you gain volume and gross. And we'd love to show you our software. And we're giving away a boxing glove that was used by that great thespian Mike Tyson. So come by and register for that boxing glove at our booth. So thanks for having me too. This is awesome. I appreciate it.
Cool. Well, thank you very much. That boxing glove sounds awesome.
Yes, sir. So
how do you win? What do you have to do?
Come by and you can register at the booth. You'll be able to register with your phone. We'd love to show you our product. But yeah, just stop in and see us, say hi. You can register for the glove, and we're going to pull a winner on Sunday, and you can take that home with you, or we'll ship it directly to you. So hopefully somebody will walk out of there happy with that Mike Tyson glove. It's mounted. It looks really nice. It's on a plaque and it's autographed. Really nice. So.
Okay, length of demo questions coming up next. So everybody make notes. All right, next on my screen, I see Angela from VINCUE. Angela, please say hello.
Hey, everybody. Angela Rizzo here, Chief Marketing Officer at VINCUE. We're going to be in booth 6409. So swing on by and come see our CEO, Chris Hoke, or our managing partner, Danny Zaslavsky. And Danny's got a session on Saturday. So you really want to check him out. Danny wears two hats. He's our managing partner and he has his own independent dealership in Kansas City. So he's a great guy to talk to. And we listen to him a lot as we're developing our offerings over at VINCUE. And I have to admit, I'm new to automotive. This is going to be my first NADA.
Oh, first.
Wow. Hope you got comfortable shoes.
Is there any way to describe the size of NADA? Is it Disneyland?
Well,
is that proper? Disneyland
here's the
for
thing.
dealers? Yeah.
I used to work for Hewlett Packard and Hewlett Packard Enterprise, and we used to have our Discover conference every year for our customers. And it was probably about maybe half the size of NADA. So I'm just going to double Discover, bring a couple pairs of tennis shoes.
Yes.
And I think I'm going to be okay.
Pro tip, tennis shoes.
Yes,
Camera one,
absolutely.
tennis shoes. Man, that is the thing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good call. Next on my screen, I have Paul Machin of Black Book. Paul, please say hello.
Hello, everyone, and glad to be back with you guys. And thank you for the invitations earlier today, Jay and Ty. Looking forward to celebrating what we do expect for NADA 2023 and for the rest of 2023. We have some incredible predictions for this year, and I think that the data will support what we will share at NADA and many conversations that we'll have here today. The concept behind the how data is, they call it the new gold, is because if you make good decisions using precise data, it's hard to make mistakes as long as the process is right and you've got the right people. There's a mistake that's often made that I got data, but then they forget the process and the people. And you got to have those. You got to have those as well. So, looking forward to having those conversations and meeting all my friends and family I haven't seen since last year at NADA. And what's ironic is this NADA is the transition to a buyer's market, whereas last year it was a seller's market. So that'll be interesting to hear how the dealers' conversations are. I know how they are with me right now. I'm looking forward to having plenty of those at NADA.
I just saw like an ad campaign run through my mind, like a kid with a box. I got the data. Okay, what are you going to do with it? Well, I got it.
Right.
Yeah, because you have to plug in that data. So that's awesome. All right, thank you so much, Paul. All right, Travis, can you see us and hear us okay? Thumbs up from the cave.
I can hear you. Can you hear me is the big question.
Yeah, we can. Take it away, Travis.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate you having me. I love being on the show. I always love getting out there and taking a moment and saying hi to everybody. So everybody, thank you for attending these guys' show. It's pretty awesome, and thank you for having me. I'm at booth 407. So just as you showed, it's going to be right into the main entrance of the big hall and right off of the dealer's lounge. I did qualify for the Shark Tank event that they're doing. It starts Friday morning. We get 2 minutes, and then we get to, whoever wins that out of 20 people will get to do a presentation on the main show. I was selected for the top 20. My camera guys were really good. Of course, I didn't let them set up for this, but I love it. I love the whole aspect of NADA. I love setting up for NADA. I love the show. We're going to have cash wheels. We'll be handing out money. I don't know if you guys know this, but the best swag you can ever bring to NADA for dealers is money. So we'll be handing that out. We have a Plinko board, and we'll have our little cash cannon, and we'll be tearing it up. We've got some new features coming out this year. Not going to tell you now, but there's some black up stuff that's going to be really powerful on how you view a trade, how you ACV the car and take a peek at it. And, when you're moving iron, you got to move iron. This is the show that talks about moving iron. So thank you for having me. 407 NADA. We're going to rock. It's going to be a great time. I have a party at the YO Steakhouse, the YO Ranch, just down from the event center. So that's Saturday night. It's going to be at 5:00, and we're going to have an open bar and a bunch of hors d'oeuvres, and everybody will have to come check us out.
Ty, you've got his phone number?
I've got it. He responds on LinkedIn. We'll get his phone number.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
awesome,
I was just curious. I know Peter's coming on, but just curious, in this group that we have here, has anybody not met anybody face to face, or does everybody know everybody here?
That's a good question.
No.
I'm a stranger. Yeah.
Well, Travis, I really wish you would have got HR to let us run your video, man. I got a sneak peek at the video, and it is good, by the way.
That's a good video.
Well,
This
I
is
know
really
Peter,
cool.
and I know John. I haven't met Pam or Angela or Travis yet.
Okay, so
I'll see you next week. How about that?
Yeah.
Well, we still have a lot of time left tonight. Yeah. Well, let's do this.
World domination.
Before we move into world domination, Peter, can you see us and hear us? Please
Peter,
say
man.
hello. Yeah, let's go. Let's get Peter in here. He's
Hello,
here.
everybody. So, first of all, Jay, I sent you a little PowerPoint about 2 minutes before I jumped on. So if you see that and pull it up, it will, obviously share where we're going to be at NADA. But just for the team here, Angela, first of all, welcome to the auto industry. It's the best industry that you will ever work in. I've been in it for over 26 years. I've been on the OEM side. I've been on the trade association side. I worked at NADA for 3 years, so I'm very familiar with NADA. It's about 25,000 people. And you're right, it's very big. And I think the only one that's bigger than the NADA trade show is obviously CES, which just took place a couple of weeks ago. And I can tell you from all my colleagues at NADA that this is going to be a big one. If you think about what's happened the last couple of years with COVID, you know, folks were a little slow in coming back to trade shows. I was actually at CES last year, where it was very, very small compared to years past. NADA followed a couple of weeks later. It was a little better because people started getting more comfortable about attending shows. And what I'm hearing is that it will be one of the largest attended NADA shows in a long time. Now, Vegas is a big draw because people love to come party, gamble, go to shows, have a good time. But for Dallas being the first time that it's coming back to Dallas, and by the way, Dallas is replacing San Francisco in the rotation. Every other year it goes to Vegas. So next year it'll go back to Vegas. It'll go to New Orleans after that, and back to Vegas, and then Dallas again. So I think the NADA is very excited about having it in Dallas, and I think it's going to be very well attended. So it's a great one to be a first timer at, Angela, and certainly look forward to meeting you there in person. Likewise, Pamela and John as well.
Thank you.
Orbee is going to be there, I think, for the 7th time in a row. Orbee was there in 2017 when I was at NADA, and it's going to be its 7th year when you exclude the year that it was done virtually for the COVID year. But we're very excited about really being one of several companies labeled as a CDP, or customer data platform. It's kind of one of the buzzwords of 2022. I think it's going to be the year that if any dealer is shopping for a new platform, it's going to be a CDP. And we're going to be front and center. In fact, we were one of the applicants for Brian Pash's AWA award ceremony this year. They created a new category for CDP. So we're very anxious to hear how we did in that. And that's going to be announced Thursday night ahead of the door opening for Expo. And our booth, if you could pull up the little PowerPoint I prepared, Jay.
Sure.
I'm not very good at creating PowerPoint. I did this.
All right.
Just to show everybody that we are very easily identified. First of all, we're in the main hall C, and that NADA Pavilion, which is one I helped to produce years ago, is one of the biggest booths at NADA, and we're literally right behind it in 3025. And you can see that the Reynolds and Auto Trader booths, which are kind of anchoring us on both sides, that's an easy kind of landmark to use to find Orbee. We're literally situated right behind the NADA Pavilion in Hall C. So you won't miss us. We're excited about taking what we had last year in a 30 by 30 into a 20 by 20. And if you want to go to the next few slides, you can't miss the design that we pretty much repurposed from last year. We're going to be announcing our new mission of being the middleware for connecting the customer journey for dealers. And again, we're going to be doing a lot of live broadcasts throughout the day, really informal walk-ups for all our industry partners and frankly, any friends of ours. So feel free to stop by. I consider you guys, Angela, John, Paul, and is it Patty? We welcome you to come by the booth and say hello. And Angela, certainly, I can give you tips on navigating NADA since I've been there many times. So
awesome, Peter. Thank you. I'll take you up on it.
That's just a kind of the different angles of our booth. We like to have a little meeting room.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that bird's eye. Oh, what's going on in that room?
That's for the private meetings.
What?
There are a lot of private meetings that take place at NADA.
Do all the booths have the private room? Whoa.
Yeah, we did. We had a lot of success with that last year, and we still had a number of, business continues even though you have private meetings behind the shaded windows.
That is
We're
awesome.
up to 3 private rooms. Yeah, we've already built up to 3 private rooms. They'll get more private rooms.
That's where they have
already there. Yeah.
Is that where the clams, linguine, and the cigars are at? That's where I want.
There you go.
Yeah.
The correct cognac.
I have to give a shout out to Paul because over the holidays he helped me trade in my wife's Grand Cherokee Limited to a brand new Grand Cherokee Limited Extended with all the great information that Black Book provided. I mean, literally one of those things where I was to go in and obviously provide an accurate number on what the car is worth. And with that, obviously, it allowed me to trade in a vehicle for an even better vehicle that my wife can be extremely happy when it shows up. It's a brand new midnight blue, Grand Cherokee L with tan interior. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Whenever
Paul.
the transport guy makes it.
Thank you, sir.
I said, whenever the transport guy gets around.
Yeah, it's actually, I had to order it because I wanted to order a specific vehicle, and we've got Auto Sled, I believe, is going to be delivering it to us.
Good. Okay, I got another question, Jay, or for everybody here. This might be a little edgy, but who here is there any competitors in this group?
Right.
No,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
there's competitors on deck. That's VINCUE and ACV and all these guys compete with me.
ACV and VINCUE.
I like to think of it as co-opetition.
Co-opetition. Yeah, because you guys are different. You charge fees and I don't. You're Blockbuster and I'm Netflix.
I shouldn't have asked the
We're
question.
going to start slinging it already, Travis. It's only been 10 minutes.
Jar now.
Whoops. There you go,
So
Ty.
what else do you want to know about my awards, Ty?
Yeah, I really want to see the video. I think that'll definitely make
We
things
should
better.
show everybody the video. I don't know how to do that.
I know. You know what? I didn't know. Yeah. I don't
Anyway,
have the video.
sorry
I
about
wish I
that.
did. It's a cool video.
Hey,
I'd love to
Angela,
see it.
just joking, Angela. Just joking. It went
But-
from
I
VP
know.
to VP.
In
I
a,
can
in
take
a
a joke.
nutshell, what's your video? It's like a mock Shark Tank video.
Yeah. Well, they said to make them lighthearted. I don't know. Is anybody else on the call competing in that competition? Did anybody else submit?
Yes, we are, Travis. Jason.
Pamela's too. Cool.
Not me
Jason's in that
personally.
competition.
Not me.
Did you guys get in the top 20?
We did, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, nice. So now I know who I'm scrapping with. So
Wow.
show me your 2 minutes. Just kidding.
Wow.
So Ty,
It's real competition, man.
Wow.
Ty, another segue to your question is that 3 of the 5 team members are our partners with Black Book already.
Oh, okay, good.
Ooh.
Well, so what's
Nice.
fun, kind of the reason I don't know why I asked the question, but I watched Jason's latest video. I think he put one out today, didn't he, John?
Yes.
When he's on the marker board.
Yes.
And
Oh,
just-
I love that one. That was a great one.
Oh
Yeah, I was like, wow, I have no idea. I'm not a car dealer guy, but as I'm just trying to learn and understand more. So I watched Jason's videos and he's talking, to me, sounds like a lot of data. Is that right?
A lot of data?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's
Go ahead and give us the highlight of today's clip, because I know I'll mess it up, John.
well, Ty, you caught me at a bad moment because I'm at the office in Kansas City and I was working on some other stuff all day.
Oh, how about
And-
this? Let's
And I
pivot.
didn't get a chance
I
to
can
watch
tell
the
you.
clip.
Oh,
I can
Paul,
tell you.
take it away, Paul.
So what they did is, what Jason gets asked often, what are some of the strategies to get out of the inventory now? And so he just put on the whiteboard and every 15-day, segment, 0 to 30, 0 to 15, 15 to 30, and so on, bucketed them out and made suggestions on what the optimal mix should be in each range and how to start to sell out the ones that are at most risk. And unfortunately, that should have been a message that was resonating, because he was resonating he was screaming that over a year and a half ago, saying, be careful. Don't get comfortable with this market because it's going to flip. It's going to flip. And if you guys know, you've had me on your show often where I talk about the same thing. But today he was borderline slapping a lot of people for not paying attention to the reason why you're messed up is because you didn't pay attention to the data. But his strategy was very, very sound, very easy to understand, and how to get out of a pickle. And a lot of dealers are severely underwater right now.
Jay, if I can add to that, because now that Paul's shared that with us, that's a strategy that we coach our dealer partners on, and that is in what we would call the fresh bucket of inventory on your lot, 0 to 30 day.
Right.
We coach our inventories on having that inventory on your lot at 65% of your total investment in that fresh bucket, 25% or less of your total investment in that 31 to 60 day bucket, and less than 10% in your 61-day plus. And for dealers that are struggling and have a higher percentage of inventory in that 31 to 60 and 61-day plus, it's really important, because I made the same mistake. When you have a high percentage of aged inventory, don't sit and focus on trying to get rid of the aged first, because as soon as you move 4 or 5 or 6 cars out of that aged bucket, 4 or 5 or 6 more will drop in there. So if you're a dealer sitting with aged inventory, a high percentage in your 61-day plus, you really need to focus on that 31 to 60, drive that down to 20%. And then in order to keep the bleed through, so in other words, inventory that drops out of 0 to 15 down into your 16 to 30, in order to prevent that from happening, you need to sell out 5% more over the investment that you have sitting in there. So if you have 20% sitting in your 0 to 15, you need to sell 25% to prevent that bleed through from happening. So that's what Jason was sharing today on his video.
It was good stuff.
Very good. I have a question.
Yeah.
Are you guys seeing? Yeah, I got a little question. I don't know, anywhere from 5 to 6 million vehicle records, it seems like, at about any time. And to me, I always see the live market data and the pricing changing as fast as 7 to 15, 14 days. So you can barely even get the car out of Recon. And if you're going through the live market, the way the inventory's plummeting, you look at back book and the percentages and all the market data, the live market to me right now is a 7 to 10 day deal. So the race to the bottom is so rampant and the market's falling out so deep from the interest rates. I don't even think a 30-day view is relevant. I mean, we're talking 7 to 10 days, and your value live market is flipping, is what I'm seeing. I don't know.
So Travis, I would agree, but I think it's closer to 7 days, because we obviously are tracking it every week. The market has been doing, a crazy shift over the last couple months, but it has been weekly as far as the segments and where you're seeing between cars and trucks. And then, of course, what's happening with our EV space is a whole nother conversation. And I think for dealers that are deciding right now, do I come to NADA? The answer is yes, because there's a lot of things to discuss in that topic as well. But it is definitely, going back to a, let's just say a 2019, 2018, we're starting to see some of that kind of come back. So
already, I totally agree. I really do, Pamela. I see that window just shortening, tightening on dealers. If you're a wholesaler, you better be selling it the same day. If you're retailing the car, you're 7 to 10 days and you could barely get, it's moving that quick. Anyways, you guys already knew that though, I'm sure.
No, that's good stuff, Travis. We track in our software actually daily the difference between price to market moves, and we're seeing a lot more. We tag it in red if it goes the wrong direction, and you and Pamela made a great point. 7 days, we're seeing a lot more inventory moving daily. So you look at it yesterday and it moved 1% to 1.5%. You might have had a car priced at 97% yesterday, and you wake up tomorrow morning and that thing's at 99%. That market backed up 2% in 1 day. So we're seeing it move daily. Absolutely. So great point. Great point.
I think it's going to also be it's going to be also something in the space of dealers are going to have to get very good at what type of cars they are going to buy. So forget the selling side of it, but what are you going to buy to make sure that you have the right inventory for the right customers? And if you're a group, you may have a Toyota at this store, but they're selling Toyotas more at your northern store. So it's being strategic and knowing what inventory is going to sell at a better location within the group on top of it. So
are you saying money's made in the buy? Huh?
Listen, I'm on both sides of the coin, so there's money being made everywhere. Let's be clear.
Car dealership 101, the money's made in the buy. If you make a bad buy, you're going to make a bad sale. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's 101, right? The money's made in the buy.
101, 102.
Don't be too proud too long.
Right.
Yeah, the first floor plan I ever got, the banker looked at me and he said, you know where the money's made in the car business, right? And I was like, where's that? And he's like, the buy. And then I got my floor plan and I went back to my dealer partner and he said, okay, so you're going to the auction. And the best news about this is when you go to that auction, you start bidding on those cars, you better know more than 300 other guys standing in the room. Because if you own one, your dumbass just paid the most.
And you end up the longest.
Yeah. You better know something that they don't know. And so that weekend I went and I slept and I got up and I went to the auction that next week and I bought one car. And it's because they gavel dropped me. They said, would you own that car for that? And I was like, yeah, that seems reasonable. And the guy sold. And then I owned it right there. And that was the only car I had the guts to raise my hand on. But that's the reason why I started what we did, you know, me and my partners, is it's fun on Dealerslink. Everybody starts where they think they want to be and where they want to be profitable. And then you work the other direction instead of starting at the bottom and driving the price to the most. Why don't we start at the most and drive the price down to what we need to buy it for?
And I think what you'll hear a lot of dealers asking for as they walk through NADA is they want to understand the data and metrics behind what is the market, retail market carrying versus what I'm carrying, and then what is the wholesale market dictating on what I can buy that will fit my, as Pamela said, my consumer, my specific customers that come in. And I love what CarMax did in their Q3 report. Strategy that they started back in August. They made an executive decision to put the money on the vehicle using December numbers, but they started it in August, September, October, and November. They were buying vehicles at a much lower price than what they normally would have because they knew what the market was going to do. They bought 40% fewer vehicles in Q3 this year than Q3 last year, but they still bought 238,000 vehicles. I mean, it's mind-boggling if you think about that. Across 220 some odd locations, they still acquired 238,000 vehicles, and they did it using specific data. That means they walked a lot of customers. They didn't do business because they didn't need the unit, or they weren't desperate, like a lot of dealers act like today. They put the number on the vehicle, and they could either do the deal or did not. And that's the strategy I think that dealers need to get used to moving forward, is not just what I can buy now because I need inventory, but I need this piece of inventory to meet my specific customers. And to Pamela's point, if I'm a dealer group, where can I move that car to? And if I'm trading for a car, I'm not trading for a car from my location. It's for the group. And where does it go to the group? I think you're going to have a lot of those questions at NADA this year.
Totally agree with that. Yeah,
So
we absolutely.
Anybody catch that?
No.
He went into the Matrix. He'll be back.
to the Matrix.
I want to ask Peter. So Peter, with your customer data platform, you're helping dealers understand the key points that a customer engages, interacts, and what attracts their attention and holds them. And then you follow them through the cycle, and you're making suggestions to the dealer to improve their process. And am I fair in saying that?
So especially with the larger dealer groups that have recently invested in us, think of, for example, the Holman organization. They've got 45 rooftops across South Florida, New Jersey, Washington State, California. They're now starting to collect the data across all their rooftops, regardless of the brand, and especially because we ingest inventory as well as understand what's happening on the website. And when I say what's happening on the website, it's all the widgets that are on a dealership's website, whether it's a trade pending widget, whether it's a Goo, digital retailing tool or Roadster. There are so many signals that are being left on a dealership's website, and those signals are telling, obviously, you a lot of information about what that intention is of the consumer. And because we know what vehicles are looking at and what trade information they're putting into the trade widget, we can take all that disparate data and put it into one single platform and understand how to best communicate to them. So there's a lot, and again, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of dealers are going to be shopping CDPs this year because it's become the buzzword of 2022. And it's something that exists outside of, automotive. Angela, coming out of automotive, you've probably heard of the term customer data platform. It's nothing new. It's just new to automotive. And it's what all the big retailers, whether you're a big box like Amazon or Best Buy or Nordstrom's as a retailer, they all use a form of a CDP. It's just, they're more enterprise level platforms. And several booths will be visited by many dealers trying to figure out the best CDP solution for them this year. And it's nothing more than a platform that allows you to segment. In fact, not everyone does this, but we're able to segment the different activities on a website, whether it's somebody looking at EV content, whether it's somebody going into scheduled service with X-Time, whether it's somebody that's trying to trade in a vehicle. We collect all that data, and sometimes that person is known, and sometimes they're unknown. And we're constantly resolving identities by partnering with companies like Wexflex and Experian and Newstar. And we've got a couple of other partners that we're going to announce next week, and another major vendor announcement that's going to be utilizing Orbee as the plumbing or the middleware for basically connecting all the disparate data across the website. And it's so powerful across large dealer groups, which is why just in the last 6 months, Pohanka, Coleman, and Automotive, Flow Automotive are 3 examples of large dealer groups that invest in us and partner with our technology.
I'm really anxious to meet you and talk to you, Peter, because when I think about what VinCue's doing, obviously the lifeblood of the dealership is managing their inventory. Right. And so we have a platform that allows our dealerships to really understand how to accurately appraise vehicles, because we index over 40,000 dealer websites every day. And we have all that data. We've been doing that for years. So we literally have all the data on every used car in America, right? Yeah. And we think of it as like a medical record for those vehicles. So we help them with appraising. We help them with vehicle merchandising. How do they make really attractive BDPs so that they can stand out from their competitors? We also do very targeted VIN-specific advertising. We have a product called Boost, and we're going to be doing some announcements around that at NADA. And we're seeing, less than $1 per VDP view. So we're really like cutting the cost in half, significantly cutting the cost. And then finally, we've got the whole vehicle, the private party acquisition with our vehicle buying center. And so we've got all that contained on one platform. And you said it, Travis said it, I think Pamela said it. It's all about the data. And how do we give them the insights and how to use the data to actually buy right and then, sell their cars. So it's a very exciting. And
let's definitely get together, Angela. I think you'd enjoy meeting our CEO who came from outside of automotive as well. He's already sold 4 companies in the whole ad tech, martech space. So
awesome.
I think there'd be lots to talk about for sure.
Yeah. Sounds great. Thank you.
I agree. I think the next space is the customer. We all dig so far into the data. We all dig so far into the analytics of appraising something, syndicating something, OEM breakdowns, all of that. We do all that as well. But I think the real next thing is the customer. The customer's coming back to the car business. If there's something that I think as a whole, as all of us as, industry allies to the car dealer, that we should really stand behind and really stand up, is the industry needs to know to not stop being a car dealer. Everybody's like, oh, hold back, don't buy. Oh, hold back, don't buy and sell. Oh, hold back. If you're looking at the data and you're buying, selling, and you're doing it current and you're staying on top of it, I mean, that would be like telling a stockbroker, hey, the market's low, don't buy. Hey, the market's high, don't buy. The market might go higher. You don't know. So the advice to a dealer to kind of stop buying and selling cars or holding back and not fulfilling the customer's needs is detrimental. I mean, that's like saying stop being a car dealer for a while, be a service department and sell parts and do this. And it's kind of like a gas station not selling gas just to make money on, Funyuns,
candy bars.
Yeah, it's just like blows my mind. And I see the dealer, he's like, oh, I'm losing $2,000 a copy on this new car. And then it's like, oh, well, we can them to you $800 cheaper as the franchise, and they're like, oh, great, we're only going to lose $1,200 a car. And they're like, well, can we start selling sodas and candy bars out front? I mean, we got to make up the difference here somewhere. So I don't know. It's just keep going is the big message that all the dealers need to hear. The market has always been volatile. So we had a volatile, violent upswing that we've never experienced, and now we're coming off of it. It's like the Coke party, everybody's high as shit. Now they're all hungover. It's like NADA. It's NADA. Everybody's got to get IVs up to their room. It's like, what are we doing here? But the main thing is just keep doing business. If you're buying and selling cars every single day, you're going to be just fine. You stopped buying and selling cars through this, and all the inventory that you didn't have that you now have, you're buried in. Well, you should be fine. It's, you go gamble. Everybody, we gamble. This is assets and liabilities. All right. So if you go down, you sit at the table and you win over and over and over and over again, and then all of a sudden they take your house money, how much trouble are you in? Well, you're in bad trouble if you spent all the winnings before they took your house bet. Otherwise, you're in good shape. I mean, you should be. If you were doing business through this, if you didn't stop being a car dealer, you're going to be fine. Sorry.
Preach, Travis. Preach.
Yeah.
Love it.
Absolutely. If Hemingway was a car dealer,
preach.
Oh,
be Travis.
Shit. Let's just help these people make money. That's all this is about.
I'm seeing Chris Farley. And I don't know if that's intentional or not, Travis.
I don't know.
Love it.
Wait till you see his Shark Tank video, though. Yeah. Then you'll really know what's going on.
I mean, Pamela mentioned something earlier about EVs. I mean, that's the other huge topic for 2023 because, as you saw in the data, for 2022, what was it? It went from a 3% of the industry to 6% of the industry now, and that number is just going to keep going up as all the major OEMs come out with their EV products. And let's face it, they're going to be nice products. I mean, it's no longer just Tesla in the marketplace where the only way you can buy it is online. Well, as Travis just mentioned, dealers just got to keep doing what they're doing, but they've got to do a better job of understanding how they're shopping for the vehicle because they're going to be studying. There are going to be so many. You think about that. I can think of 5 EVs that I would drive today, whether it's the Cadillac Lyriq, to the Genesis G80 all electric, to the Porsche Taycan, to the Kia hybrid, Nero. I mean, there's so many nice cars depending on your needs, and you just need to understand what they want. And there's plenty of signals being left every day on what a consumer wants. And that's where, with the competition that Tesla's going to have, like the guy or not, I mean, he's got major competition. I mean, Ford's, hot on their heels in terms of the Mach-E. That's getting lots of huge adoption. And, when General Motors comes out with their Chevy truck and the Ford F-150 Lightning's out there, I mean, there's going to be huge adoption. I mean, whether you have the range anxiety or not, I think all of us, everybody at some point here in the very near future is going to be looking at electric vehicles. Because let's face it, we know ICE isn't going away, right? But the electric vehicles are going to be out there, and as more and more of the infrastructure gets built, we just got to listen to the consumers, like Travis said, and give them, sell them the car they want to be, sell it the way they want to be sold to, and service it the way they want to be serviced to.
That's right.
And that's really the key.
100%.
Agreed. Did you guys see the Wyoming thing? That Wyoming legislation is passed a bill to ban EVs in 2035.
Why? I didn't see that.
No.
Well, I'm from Wyoming, Colorado, South Dakota. I'm from that area, and
that sounds like a Yellowstone quote. Are you sure that didn't come out of Yellowstone?
yeah, right. We're banning that shit. I am the opposite of change. I am 101 old school. Anyway, sorry.
You guys, well, maybe I shouldn't tell you. I've been driving an EV for 4 years.
Nice. What are you driving?
It's a BMW i3.
Yeah. Yeah. My daughter was looking at that.
Oh, it's a great car. Now it doesn't have that much range, but I only use it, in the city to go to and from work. Yeah. I can charge it on a 110 outlet. Sure. Plug it in overnight, and I love it. And I haven't been to a gas station in 4 years. Now this one has the range extender.
Yeah.
Got a 2-gallon gas tank that will charge the generator if you run out of range. Yeah. Because it only has 80 miles. This is a 2015. It only has 80 miles range on the charge, but then the range extender gives you another 80. But I've only been to the gas station 4 times in 4 years.
Yeah.
To fill up the 2-gallon tank.
Yeah. There's definitely a use
I've
case.
had a couple of them myself. I had a Volt. I did the ELR. I've done a few electric cars. I haven't bitten off a Tesla. I'm still a little too old school for that.
Well, the price is dropping on the Teslas. I saw something on Twitter the other day that the prices are they're just catering on the new and used. So it would be a good time to buy if you want one.
No, I'm good. Thank you. When I seen that they took 2,300 gallons of fuel and 2 tractors to mine enough lithium to build one car, I was like, yeah, I don't think we're saving any daylight.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Anyways, that's what it said. Yeah. 20.
Yeah. Where was that?
2,800
Where's that
gallons.
info? Where'd you get that? Because I was seeing something.
Right off of Facebook, and there was a news blob in there, and I was reading it because all the EV stuff keeps coming over. Look it up. Fuel consumption for the tractors to mine EV batteries. I'm sure you can Google it.
Since we're here,
I was like, poof.
There was something about some of the materials too, right, Ty?
Oh yeah, I sent you a video where they got the
stay
kids.
in this pothole, but let's hit it. Yeah,
we're here. Let's roll it.
Let's do it.
Might as well. No, the video I sent you, Jay, with the kids rolling around in the dirt, slave labor to dig up the rocks. Remember that video?
It's a huge problem.
Wow. I don't think
that's a real problem.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
it's
what that
blood
was.
It's okay
lithium.
though. I got my
It's
EV.
blood lithium.
Blood lithium.
Well, I just came up with another, what Peter was saying. I got another ad campaign, range anxiety rehab.
I like it.
Call Ford.
That stuff's
Jason.
real, man.
Yeah.
Range anxiety's real. You can ask Angela. It
is real.
Man.
It is real on a car that
like,
only gets 80 miles range. Yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
If
You're
you
eating
live in Dallas,
anxiety
if
pills
you live
like
in Dallas and you
Skidlets.
have to go to Austin, range anxiety is extremely real. There's only one stop, and that's in Waco. So your range anxiety is really, really real in Dallas. Trust me.
Well, I live in Kansas City, so I had to go from my condo on the plaza to Overland Park, which is probably 15 miles to the dentist and back. And I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to get home in time. Thank God I've got the range extender. Otherwise, I'd be pushing my car up Broadway.
That's too stressful.
You guys are making me want to go back to an
Pump
ice.
some gas in that son of a gun and run it wide open.
You see it? We'll have 2 societies. We'll have gas people, and then range anxiety.
A hybrid. All the people in the middle, they're the hybrids.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look at what Ford's doing right now, where it's, dealers have to make a decision, or they did, I should say. But they will have charging stations on their lot if they agree to be a part of, what's going to be coming out by 2024.
Right.
So there's a lot of things happening in that space. And I think, some Ford dealers are not going to be able to pay, and the other ones are going to do it because they don't have a choice. So it's going to be an interesting time as far as for the EVs, no doubt.
Yeah.
Did you see the EV truck article with the parking that did you guys see this? You may not have. Okay. I'm just going to rehash this article. There's already a truck parking shortage. It's bad. It's a problem. Pete Buttigieg is just working on it.
Clarify.
Todd, thank you, Todd.
Ding the bell. Ding
Flag
the bell.
on the play.
Ding the bell.
Yeah. Clarify, Jay, when you say truck and parking, make sure that this is semis, big stuff,
You're talking
right?
about
This
semis,
isn't
right?
your,
Big
yeah,
stuff.
this
Right.
isn't
This is
your,
not a
We're
Ford
talking
Lightning.
transport.
It's not a Tacoma. Okay, there we go. So a semi truck, 80,000 pounds. Every single one of those, and I don't know how many there are on the road, right? A cajillion? Okay.
Yeah.
And every one of those needs a parking spot to park for the night. And it's already a problem. It's a major problem. Tetris, trucks parking everywhere, dogs and cats living together. It's mayhem. Now let's add the EV. They all got to charge. Go.
Wow.
And I just
Well-
read that and I was like, man, that is a crazy point.
I think we should all just compile our money together and start putting EV charging stations at truck stops.
Yeah, right. Bill Gates is like, forget water, I'm doing this. Right?
Well, I want to shift back to Pamela said something earlier, and I was like, how do you know dealer? We were talking about you came back to what Travis was saying, and you started talking about dealer. Was it dealer inventory? You were talking about something. I was like, wait a minute. You guys are ACV auction, and do you know what dealers are buying and selling? Is that what you're saying?
So
I do.
look at it from this perspective. For the 7 years that we have been around, and again, remember ACV is technology first, automotive second. So we are constantly evolving and building things that are not only for our team internally, as far as from the quality inspection space, but even in the transport space, which Ty, we talked about this, but we built not only the carrier app, but now we actually have a facelift to our job board that's going to be coming out. So I'll sprinkle that for NADA, because we will actually have some transport teammates coming to NADA this year, which we've never done that. So there's some new things happening in the ACV transportation space, and that just new enhancements, new features, and things that will really help for the carriers out there from coast to coast. But as far as from an inventory perspective, from a VIN, and it's not even a VIN, I can literally look and say, we sold that car maybe 6 years ago, and here's what the price was. Here's what the price is in the last 30 days. Here's it's taking kind of a pricing tool, because these are all real auctions, and we've collected all that data over the years. So
I remember what it was.
Things which I'll leave to your you can see the dotted roadmap that's kind of coming. So,
well, I remember what it was now, because when you were talking, I was immediately thinking of McCollister's. They're the transport company, and they built a tool called AutoVista Portal. And part of the conversation around that demo happens to be, knowing where you're buying the cars that you sell, and then tying that into transportation, right? Because see, one of the things that transport people maybe don't understand is you guys are talking about this 7 day and these buckets and 30 and 31 to 60. And I mean, Jason, all this stuff that we're like, whoa. I'm a transport guy. I've been around dealers my whole life. I don't completely understand what you're saying, but I get it. There's a sense of urgency from transportation. So because of COVID, this is what kind of is interesting to me. Because of COVID, the guy that used to go to the same auction, same 3 auctions every week, right? Can't do that anymore. Oh, okay, well, you can buy online. Once the guy figures out I can buy online, he starts buying cars that he thinks are really cheap far away. How's that working out, right? So you're saying ACV has that ability to maybe be like a AutoVista Portal kind of an idea, where we know we sell the Toyota Camry 2015 all day long. We know we can buy them over here, but if we can buy it here and get it back in 2 days versus 6 days, is that kind of what you're talking about?
Yes, and a little bit deeper into that space. But as far as from a transport perspective, think about it this way. There's certain parts of the country that are easier to get to. And then there's places that are not. And so, of course, jobs that are easier, maybe they shouldn't cost as much. Maybe the ones that, do have a lot of hills and a lot of roads that are, not easy to get around, and it's maybe paid toll roads, all that kind of stuff, those should be more expensive jobs. And of course, what if I only have a 2-hauler? I can't I can't go to the dealership, where Travis knows somebody, let's say in South Dakota, and I only can hold 2 cars, but I need to pick up 6. It's the wrong job for the wrong person. So it's connecting those two together, making sure you've got the right carrier and the right job board.
Okay, I just wrote down logistics biometrics.
Yeah.
And by the way, I want to say this. Who else now knows undercarriage photos was a great idea? Huh? How do you like those apples?
It's it's kind of crazy. We've got some really smart people inventing things. So
That's true. All right, I'll put my Shark Tank video in the chat.
Ooh, there's a link to it? I didn't know that. Awesome. Okay, so here we are.
I didn't want to send the link to you. I figured you'd share it.
I'm definitely going to share it.
Wow. It's really good, you guys. If you really have it.
Let me find it.
I didn't know where it was. Was it on LinkedIn? Is that where we watched it? Because it is.
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
It was a special link. I didn't put it on LinkedIn. I haven't posted it publicly yet.
All right.
It's so top secret.
Like it. Yeah, it's Black Ops.
Black Ops.
I want to see it. I can't wait to see it. I'm not going to sleep until I see it, Travis.
Everybody wants.
Come on, Travis. Come on, Travis.
Hey, length of a demo question. How long does it take to get a demo? Does anybody have let's say somebody walks up to your booth and says, show me what you got. How long does it take to show them? 10 minutes? 5 minutes?
Could be anywhere from 5 to a half hour if they really get into it.
Yeah, same.
We've had some people at the booth for a long time.
Yeah, it depends on what you're looking for, you know.
Yeah.
Depends on what product and if it's more than one. So that kind of dictate all that. You know, anybody that's looking for a meeting, I think we're all probably in the same boat, where reach out to us and we can get things set up. A lot of people I know like to stop by, but right now it's a matter of trying to get as much as we can scheduled so that you definitely get the right people in the right room.
Absolutely.
And Peter has a private room. Remember that too. So.
Right.
Those are usually for the pre-arranged meetings, but we obviously have impromptu. So, but it worked well for us last year, so we decided to duplicate it.
You know, I asked for to soundproof our walls, and they looked at me like, "What?" I said, "Oh my God, it gets so loud, like in the middle of the Saturday.
It really does get loud. You're right.
You feel like you're yelling at people. My voice, Angela, have a lot of throat massages. Your voice will be very hoarse.
Chapstick is the other thing, Angela.
And chapstick, right?
Yes. You know, Vegas, the air was so dry, so I feel like it sucks everything that's any type of moisture that you would normally have from the Midwest to the East Coast. But Dallas will be no different because we're still in the same space. So,
thank you. That's great. Great.
All right, I put it in the chat on YouTube.
It's in the YouTube chat.
Yeah, if you go to the YouTube chat, I put it in there so that everybody would get it.
They can see it.
I don't see it yet, but I am standing by.
He's standing by.
I don't know. Does it let you put it in the live chat, Jay?
Oh, so you know what? Try to maybe email me, Travis. There is YouTube is looking out for all of our safety, and like only I can post email addresses and URLs and stuff. So email.
Okay, so I'm on the reply here.
Yeah, exactly. If you reply to it, because as you can tell, as everybody now knows, camera one, this video is worth the wait. The hype is real.
Listen to you guys.
we've hung around. Listen, we met Ty was it Digital Dealer when we met Travis.
Yeah,
that's these shows now.
Travis was a blast.
It is.
Well, hold on, I got to tell a quick Travis story. Okay,
so
this is great. Travis doesn't know this story. I've never told Travis this story, but I get kicked out of a lot of places I go to. What happened?
No, it's a Travis story that he doesn't know you're going to tell.
Yeah, he doesn't know about this. So I walk up to people, I do things, and he's like, "Man, you're crazy. Why do you do that?" Well, I'm walking at Dealerslink. I talked to this one guy. He's super nice, and I'm like, "Yeah, we're just YouTube guys." I'm standing out my little stick, and guy's like, "Yeah, fine, but let me get my boss and have him come over and kind of okay it." And I'm like, "Oh, great, here we go. This guy's gonna kick me out." Now we don't do interviews. Get away. Travis comes over and he. What are you doing over here? What can I help? Just kind of like, rah, rah, rah. Like, it reminded me actually of a general manager at a Chevy store, right? But anyways, I'm like, no, it's okay. It's okay. If you guys want to show us a demo, we would love it. And anyway, Travis came through so strong and just great personality.
Dude,
got to spend some time with him.
Rocked the live coverage. Totally. It's on ATI. We have it. It is amazing. Hey, speaking of, check this out. Let's do this. Yeah, Travis.
Let's do it.
We're huge fans. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if we can do the standing room only. I'm sharing the sound, and I'm going to click the link, And let's see if here we go. Can we do this? Are we authorized? Can we? All right, here we go. We're doing it. It's ATI.
Next into the tank is Travis Wise.
The word we're talking about now in the car business is profit. Your dealership is not a non-profit organization. I didn't get into this business to win awards. These little guys were for selling the most. I don't know why they even hand those out. This was just so I would stop complaining that I'd never won MVP. I got this for using the most sick days. I was born the son of a drywaller. It wasn't easy. He had astigmatism. I had to work twice as hard. That's how I got these guns. We're going to help you make better buying decisions, better trading decisions, better equity decisions for your store. We're going to turn your dealership into a profit center. That's what we do here at Dealerslink. You know, to get to where I am, you really have to put in the hours. You got to actually do something with your time, whatever that may be. So, sharks, if you don't want to be a guppy, you better connect to profit right here at Dealerslink. So, you guys want to know anything else about my awards?
Incredible.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Incredible.
That's awesome.
By the way,
it
I'm
was so
sure,
short. We should just do it one more time, man.
I'm sure I just got demonetized by YouTube, so thanks so much.
Thanks, Travis.
Booth
That's why we like
407.
I'm
Travis.
going to get an alert.
407.
You don't have
Maybe I
access
was
to
407 the whole time.
NBC. Oh, man, that's amazing. Good job, Travis.
You like
Good
that?
job.
And everybody's like, how did you
Oh, he's back in the Matrix.
with the
Travis took the red pill.
drywaller with astigmatism? My dad is a drywaller, and he.
That was awesome. I like the drywall edition. And the
Drywall
video, the whole
edition.
thing is good, man. Just good.
Good job.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks,
I want
I
to wrap
mean
it
this
up.
as a
Oh, sorry.
compliment. No, I mean this as a compliment, Travis. It seemed like it was a lot longer than a minute. That's how good it was.
Oh, thank you. That's a good
Yeah.
compliment. Yeah. Perfect.
Very good. Very good. I was going to say one more thing real quick. One of the things that I really appreciate about everybody coming tonight was it's been about a month ago, Jay, that we had the Titans of, what was that?
Titans of car shipping was actually, it's a couple months ago. Yeah.
So where I'm going with this is we had, it was probably one of our biggest shows,
Wow.
but it was actually everybody on the show was a competitor. And so we ended up calling this the neutral place, or where you can come and kind of have
The
a good time.
neutral
So,
zone.
the neutral zone, yeah. So you guys really, I can't, I know I keep saying it, but thank you so much. It really
Well,
does mean
I
a lot.
want to say I was thinking the same thing. This is a neutral zone. And so it's
Unless
fun
you bring
for us.
Travis.
And
when Travis shows up, it's
right,
not so
it's
neutral.
beyond.
It's a
Yeah,
little
then it's a
competitive.
red pill,
I'm a
blue
little
pill deal.
competitive.
But
true.
and you all are blowing the minds of people in the live chat. I mean, there's only been a few comments about it, but like, what? I don't know if the comment was, I don't know what's going on, or I didn't know any of this, or like it's awesome.
Good dialogue, good back
Yeah.
and forth.
And this
really
is
good.
This is really a taste of NADA. It's overwhelming
Yeah,
in a good way.
in a
Oh,
good
yeah.
way. That was good.
Yeah.
Thank
Well,
you,
I've
everybody.
connected with all of you, so just make sure you connect back and let's get together at NADA. I'll be there from Tuesday, the 24th to the 29th, so a long time.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
I
yeah.
look forward to meeting you. I look forward to meeting everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Come here.
I got you on
I'd
schedule.
love to
Be
shake
Rusty.
all your hands and look you in the eyes. That'd be great.
Let's do
I
it.
do hugs. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay,
Look out
that's
for
right.
Hugger.
So look for Ty. Friday and Saturday, live coverage on ATI.
I'll find you.
And
Just don't kick me
Ty
out of the
will
booth.
find all of you. He will find you.
Come to the
Oh,
booth,
hey,
Ty.
Ty will track you down. Ty will track
I
you
will
down.
track you
And
Yes, he
down.
will.
if he's holding his camera rig and stuff and going crazy,
Oh.
he's live.
He's live.
We
Jay
wanna
might
see
be
you,
around
Ty.
there, too.
Come on
Yeah.
by, Ty.
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
See you
Bye,
next
bye.
week, everybody.
So
Everyone,
much.
see you
See you
later.
next
Thank
week
you.
meeting,
Thank
everybody.
you all so much.
See y'all
Thank
in
you,
ADA.
Ty. Thank
Yeah.
you, Jay. You
Thank
guys
you.
rock.
Bye-bye.
Oh, man. We love it.
Thank you.
Really appreciate
See you
it.
guys.
All right. Good night, everybody. And that is a cut. All right, cool. Hey, thank you so much, man. That was really fun. And I got to tell you, so I'm putting this show together, and I'm not going to be at NADA. And I gotta get Travis is on my screen laying on a table, so that's not going to work. So, I'm not going to be at NADA because I'm going to be sitting right here so I can man the channel to go live. Ty's going to be there. And Now, the thing is, NADA is so big that, you know, and dealer and everything, that I'm good with that. It's fine. But putting the show together and seeing the folks that are going to be there and all that there is to it, of course, you know, wipe away a tear that I won't be there. But it's more important. My job function is to help bring information to everyone that isn't going to be there, that can't be there, that's not sure why they would be there, and then one day, someday, realizes, wow, maybe not only am I there, but I'm doing business. And did you hear Pamela say that they have a transportation contingent representative deal of some sort in their booth? That's amazing. That's super cool. That's what totally makes sense. I saw an NADA booth post of a dealer waiting for transport, and he was passed out on the ground. So these verticals do touch. If you're in automotive, you're in logistics, you're in sales, you're in marketing, you're in pricing, you're in data. It's all mixed together now. So that's what we do here on ATI Auto Business. I want to thank everybody that made it in on the panel tonight. I really do appreciate you so much. Travis Wise, Angela Rizzo, Pamela Patton, Peter Fong, John Anderson, and Paul Machin. If you have a question about one of these companies, I put all the links in the live chat. We got their booth numbers. If you need to get in touch with somebody, let me know. Ooh, Jacob says, does this show NADA determine how many trucks need to move cars in the industry? Good question. The show does not, but you can see the massive, not only do you get a sense of the volume of cars being moved, but what you really get a sense of is the companies and technology that are involved in the movement of those cars, collecting the data. It's the companies at the Expo floor that excites me, because those are the companies that, frankly, if you're growing your business, if you're one truck, right, here's the meat. You waited 2 hours for this. If you're one truck, you're not going to get a contract with one of these companies. You're going to be working for a company that works with one of these companies. But if you're growing your business, you may get a contract with one of these companies. So, for example, ACV Auctions, they have a load board. You can go to acvauctions.com/ATI. I'll share the link. And you can get signed up to haul vehicles for ACV. But so they have a load board, they have a mobile app, and they also have a team that understands transportation. But again, what ACV really does is they work with dealers, and they have a digital auction platform. But because they move so many cars, they're in transportation and logistics. So that's kind of, yeah. So your question does make sense, and the fact that you even asked it is amazing. And that's the power of information and what we do here at ATI. So thank you, Jacob. I want to make sure I thank Rapid Recon, Superflow Systems, McCollister's Transportation Group, Ship Your Car Now. I want to thank everybody that jumped in the live chat and gave a super chat. Seaport Services, Chris Chamberlain, Carlos Braxton, Artie at Ants, Mark Grodicke at Superflow Systems. Gave several times in Super Dispatch. I really do appreciate it. I mean, and even if you didn't do nothing and you just watched or even said ATI, thank you so, so much. I really do appreciate it. This is ATI Auto Business. I'm the founder of the channel, and I'm really glad this thing is working. That was a close one. I started it in 2017, and man, we've come so far. We have so much more to do. So please do let me know how we can help. Send me an email, autotransportintel@gmail.com. You can send in the news, and maybe not every show is for you, but we're going to keep moving around the verticals. Dealers, auctions, tech. Whoa, I might hit the microphone. You never know what's going to happen. But the next show we've got is Thursday's Dispatching Live. There is another nuke coming. And it's on Dispatching Live on Thursday, and we got to talk about it. And I hope you'll join me. And if you missed that on Friday, we got E-Block on Cars on the Move. It's ATI Auto Business. It's the Car Shipping Business Channel, and so much more. My name is Jay. Here comes the car hauler. Stay safe. Let me know how I can help, and we'll talk to you soon. And do make sure, if you do need help, because I'm terrible at answering my phone. Anybody can tell you that. Vance called me Friday, and I talked to him today. Do me a favor. call 417-483-2764. Talk to Ty. Ty will be live in Dallas at the end of next week at NADA. He'll be hands on deck. Stick around. We got live coverage. Thank you all so much. Here it comes. Have a good night.